That's good that you're happy. And what is racing in IMSA like, by the way? What good stories do you have from IMSA so far?
Yeah, it's just awesome. You're always out there with different cars, so you're managing traffic with the prototypes and their long races, and you're waking up in the middle of the night at Daytona, and then you're in the car 30 minutes later and driving for 2 hours and trying to get some sleep, and you passing your teammates on the way to grab food and go back to sleep, and getting updates along the way of how the car is and how everything's going. And the endurance side of it is really fun. I enjoy the long races and trying to survive and then push at the end to try and get a result.
Yeah. Did you ever attend the Daytona 500 in your past, or not yet?
Yeah, I went to one. I've been there once.
Do you remember which one or who won the race, or no?
It was 2022, maybe.
I believe, if I remember right, I think that was I think it was Austin Cindric.
Yep,
I think.
Yep, Austin won.
Yeah, and I think that was his very first start in the Cup Series for the Penske organization, I think, or it was his first start in the number 2, I think, after Brad left. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that sounds right to me.
Yeah. What's your most favorite memory of your time in motorsports, whether it's driving or as a fan, or, yeah?
That's a good question. I think I won an MX5 Cup Championship in 2017. That was cool. My first win in IMSA was at Mid-Ohio. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was at Watkins Glen. That one was cool. And then I think just driving for a team like Turner, right? We came fourth in the championship last year, and hopefully a little bit better this year. But just being in the 96 car, which has been out there since I was a little kid, watching it go around, is pretty cool.
Yeah. Do you want to hear my best memory in motorsports?
Yeah, sure.
For one, I met my childhood hero, Jamie McMurray, who I had been following since he won the 2007 Pepsi 400, and I met him in 2015 at Phoenix, so that was my first good memory. But probably the best experience I had was when I watched the IndyCar race in the streets of Nashville during their first year there. It was 2021. It was
yeah, that looked like a cool race.
It was a big... Oh, what was that?
I think Herta was leading, and then at the fence with a couple to go, right?
Yeah, that's what it was, if I remember right. And it was also an upset because Marcus Ericsson crashed pretty hard, or like on the first 2 laps, and lost his wing or something. But he went on to still win the race, and that was really impressive.
Yeah, that has to be cool. Nashville's a cool town. I like that.
Yeah, I also saw the Stadium Super Trucks there, the Trans Am Series, and there was also GT America, Grand Touring America, as they would put it. And that wasn't just the biggest part of the weekend. I probably had a moment that every race fan dreams about. When I entered the track on day 1, which was practice and all that, I was walking over the bridge, entering the track, and saw all the GT cars flying past on the streets, and then when I showed my ticket with my friend that went with me to the race, we went past the gate and stood in an empty field where there was little or no noise, so that I could explain to her about the history of IndyCar and all that, because she didn't know much about IndyCar. And all of a sudden, I was on the ground, hurting in the side after being hit by what I knew was a golf cart, and I stood up, and it was Roger Penske behind the wheel.
Oh, wow.
Probably the best way to meet Penske or meet anybody on that level. It's like, how could you ask for a better way? It felt like an honor to be hit by his golf cart.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, when you grow up a race fan like me, you can accept it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. It was a good moment, and I have a picture with him with an autograph hanging on my wall right there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So where can people find you?
Any of the IMSA races. Come out, and we'll be there with the Turner Motorsport 96. And And then obviously on all the social media stuff, I have accounts at Pat Gallagher 00.
Cool, sounds good. So, how do you think your journey can impact race fans?
Yeah, I think at the IMSA, one of the coolest things about IMSA is just the access that the race fans have to the cars and the teams and the drivers and really everyone involved. So I enjoy being a part of that. We do grid walks where the fans come right down to the cars, right before we get in them and go on a racetrack to start the race. So I think that IMSA does a great job facilitating the fan experience, and I think all the drivers kind of do it as well and do their part to make sure that the fans have a great time.
Yeah, that's really great, man. So I keep being an inspiration for others.
Yeah, will do. I appreciate you having me on here.
No problem. So everybody, we'd like to thank Patrick for appearing on SFM. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on SFM.